Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. You look at Atlanta. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Pass to Embiid. Fades. It's good.
In the mid-range, Embiid is pretty confident. He goes right up and drains that jump shot with ease.
Here's Rodman to the inside. And Gordon with the big finish.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Mobley outside. Back to Wade. Down low. To the wing on the left. Here's Harper. No good from outside. Pass to Pierce. Gordon outside. Now Cunningham. Here's Rodman. The three is up. 6 on the shot clock. Drains the triple.
Cunningham seeing the floor oh so well in his young career.
Here's Wade. Taking command on offense when they need it. Putting up 21 a game. Pass to Harper. Three-pointer. Rodman with a rebound. Here's Atlanta with the ball. It's a three-point game. And here's Cunningham. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Offensive rebound from downtown. Another three for Atlanta.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Screen by Embiid. That one's off. Still out of sync. Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse.
I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Here's Cunningham. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Gordon outside. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Rodman. To the middle. 4 on the clock. Fade away. Here's Battier. Launches a three. Over to the left wing. They set a pick. There's the steal. Here's Harper. Rodman with a rebound. Atlanta leading by 4. Over to the wing. Back to Cunningham. Six to shoot. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
76ers trailed by 6. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Battier. And here's Gordon. Mobley grabs the board. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Oh, threw it down. Wow.
Proving how coachable he is. Mobley, this man is building a pretty decent passing game.
Cunningham looking it over. The three is up. The rebound by Embiid. Going all the way to the rack. Jumps up. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Nice pass by Embiid, smartly taking advantage of a wide open man.
Now here's Cunningham. There's a screen. That one no good. The Sixers trailing. Mobley outside. Here's Wade. Back to Mobley. Picked his pocket. Gordon's got space. And Atlanta misses again.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Pass to Embiid. That's tipped. Here's Pierce. And he jams it home with authority.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Pass to Embiid. And Embiid gets the double team. Drops in the layup for 2.
Inside Mobley is set up for success. His size and reach means the rim is right there for him.
Cunningham with the ball. Gordon with it. The 3 ball. Second chance effort. Gordon on the wing. 3-pointer, no good.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
That ties it up.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Now Cunningham. Pass to Pierce. From behind the arc. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good. You know, a pretty easy solution to stopping this run would be to get back on defense. It's pretty simple.
Now here's Cunningham. Tries the spin move. Embiid with a steal. Here's Wade. Screen by Embiid. Pass to Mobley. Right wing. Here's Harper. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They trail by 6. Here's Battier. Here's Pierce. Shot clock at 5. Goes to the fadeaway.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Pass to Embiid. A minute 39 left in the first quarter here. Here's Pierce. And he banks in the layup. Pierce has got 6.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. The Sixers leading. Outside Russell. Rebounded by the Hawks. 1:15 left in the first quarter of the game. On the wing, Levine. And the dunk by Levine.
Just muscling through the contact. Levine is a flat-out star.
.52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Washington outside. Shot clock at 6. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Here's Vassell. Philadelphia with another miss. Left side Murray. Outside for Levine. There's the drive. And Levine throws it down.
Cutting to the rim with ease. Levine's quick first step and explosiveness is hard to contain.
Outside Russell. To the paint. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Here's Levine. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. It's all tied in Philadelphia. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Outside Barnes. Pass to Stockton. Now here's Looney. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Yeah, defensively, Embiid can take over a game with his reach. Big block from him there.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning. That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night."
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. The Hawks trailing. With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant, RJ.
I think that 2023 MVP increased his confidence. It allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves because the stats, they back that up.
Wade drives in. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Here's Stockton. No made baskets yet. Pass to Barnes. It's intercepted. McDaniels up top. Levine with a steal. Barnes feeling it out a bit. And here's Levine. Here's Stockton. Back to Levine. Goes back up. On the wing, Levine. Outside Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Looney. Outside Barnes. Shoots over Embiid. Mobley grabs the board. And now the Sixers on the break. From the right block. Tries again. Embiid doing it all himself.
The big man out ahead. Embiid, I see you showing those wheels.
Hawks trail by 3. And here the second quarter of action. Just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Ooh, it's stolen away. And now the Sixers on the break. Here's Harper. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Zach LaVine.
Man, the defender really went after him.
At the line for your Sixers, Ron Harper. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. Talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got 1 or 2, your interior play better be strong.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. The 76ers making a switch here. Hawks on D. It's stolen by Barnes. Here's Murray. Drives to the hoop. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort.
I thought he had that ball sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Wade. 6 points for him. Here's Vassell. Knocks it down from distance. And the 76ers lead by 6.
He's been working on his shot, and it's showing in Vassell's game.
And that's a foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Outside Barnes. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And LaVine has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. 6-point game. Shot to stop the run. Here's Looney. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his second.
That's on Joel Embiid. He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Shooting for Atlanta, Kevon Looney.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Philadelphia leading by 6. Here's Wade. He has 6. Washington outside. Back to Embiid. Oh, look out! Joel Embiid with a power jam.
Oh, what a dunk by Embiid. He's just doing big man things the way big man should.
Here's Stockton. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Outside McDaniels. Here's Wade. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Defensive foul.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
I love it. In attack mode. Drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Pass to Looney. Outside for Levine. Looney the screen. For three. Shot's good by Stockton. Stockton's got 5 points.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Here's Wade. Give him 8 points now. To the right side. Embiid's got space. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. 10 points for him.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Here's Levine. And Embiid with the block.
Every year he's a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. His instincts, that's what makes Embiid outstanding. And his awareness of when to go for the block.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Here's Stockton. 5 points in the game.
The defensive instincts of Embiid, his focus and commitment on this end is impressive.
Fades away. It's rebounded by Levine.
And I don't understand. Why is he going to the fadeaway? Just go straight up with it.
Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDaniels.
Substitution for your 76ers. Rudy Gobert.
Here's Barnes. Pass to Levine. Levine draws the double. The three from Barnes. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
He's a dangerous shooter from deep. Barnes can hit some big shots out there.
Screen by Embiid. Lets it fly from 18. No. 4 for 9 from the floor now. Out to the right wing. Here's Stockton. Pass to Murray. Here's Stockton. 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get one up here. The three from Barnes. Launches it. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
And he's going for the oop here. Levine with a steal. Finished off the break. Barnes has got 8 points. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
Yeah, they've also had a great deal of second chance points tonight. Great job finding the offensive board and then converting on those extra tries.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Let's hear it for all the
The Sixers trailing.
substitution on the court.
Russell deciding where to go with it. Inside. And there's a 3-second violation.
3 seconds. Atlanta ball.
And Atlanta with possession here. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Pass to Rodman. Down low. Cunningham outside. Here's Rodman. Clock at 6. Kate gets going. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Such long arms. Mobley is tough to do anything against.
Here's Pierce. No good on the quick 3.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Mobley outside. On the wing, Vassell. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul. Hawks on D.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
From the line.
2 minutes.
The three from Russell.
Using all of his 7-foot wingspan effectively, Cunningham stays on the shooter.
Gordon with it. Checked by Washington. The offensive rebound. Pass to Pierce. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Pierce. Back to Cunningham. They set the pick. There's the triple. The three ball, no problem for Cade.
For three.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
There's a minute 12 left in the first half of this one. They get back on track. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. We've got 1:08 left in the second period. Pass to Rodman. To the inside. Here's Pierce. The bank shot, no good.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Now here's Russell. Vassell outside. And another miss by Philadelphia.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Gordon outside. Pass to Pierce. Over Avdia. Pierce gets the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Hawks lead.
There aren't a lot of guys who can hit those type of shots. Trust me.
Now here's Vassell. These are his first free throws of the game.
That's his first personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Vassell nails both of them. And he's going for the lob.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, D.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. And so it's Atlanta leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. The Hawks lead by 6. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allen. They're running. Wade misses.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Here's Pierce. Pass to Battier. Here's Rodman. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Pierce. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Joel Embiid with the board. 76ers trail by 6. Wade drives in. Out to Mobley. Here's Wade. Give him 8. Back to Mobley. Pass to Wade. Shot clock at 6. Misfires there. 4 for 6 in the game now.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Cunningham outside. Here's Pierce. He's got 10 over McDaniels. Atlanta again missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Wade. The Sixers with another miss.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
First team foul.
Puts it up off the inbound. Oh, stolen by Embiid.
He did a good job of taking care of the ball in the first half, but he's been pretty sloppy since the break with it.
Wade misses.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's Rodman. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for 2.
Good on the second one. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Screen by Embiid. Here's Wade. Driving to the basket. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best ones are the ugly ones.
Pass to Rodman. Back to Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Rodman. Embiid covers. And Atlanta misses again. 76ers trail by 5. Here's Wade. He's got 10. Off target from outside.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
McDaniels can't hit. And here's Cunningham outside. Pass to Battier. Here's Pierce. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3. Pierce has got 13.
A much-needed bucket after clanking their first 4 shots.
Here's Wade. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Here's Wade. He's got 13. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And here's Cunningham. He's got 5. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
His second personal foul.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
A big group substitution here for Atlanta. 76ers trail by 5. Here's Wade. 15 points in the game.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Levine. Fires from deep. Cunningham outside. And here's Barnes. And Atlanta misses again. Richard, no doubt about the upside of Evan Mobley. What's his best position, you think, though?
Defensively, he can guard 1 through 5. He is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate every single year. But offensively, unless he improves his three-point shot, he is most likely going to be more of a 5. If he wants to play the 4, he's got to be able to stretch it from 3.
The Sixers trailing. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Back to Wade. Screen by Embiid. Here's Wade. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Here's Stockton. He's got 5. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Levine. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Vassell. Again, the Sixers score.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Outside Barnes. Off the mark there with a 3.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's Wade. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Hawks leading. Here's Stockton. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. They kick it out to Murray. Out to the wing. There's the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Stockton's got 8 points.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Here's Wade. He's got 17. Second chance shot. Looney grabs a miss. Atlanta leading by 4. To the paint. Looney through contact.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And Russell's got the ball here for Philadelphia. They trail by 6.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
From outside the arc. The rebound by Atlanta. Here's Stockton. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Stockton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Vassell. 7 points in the game.
And the defense simply wasn't there in the first half. They sure are now. Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Another shot. And Looney with the lay-in. And it's a 10-point Atlanta lead.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Vassell outside. To halt the run. And that one comes up a bit short. The Hawks lead by 10. Pass to Battier. Here's Looney. Washington grabs the miss.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Here's Vassell. Off target from three-point range.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Russell. Pass to Vassell. 5 to shoot. Washington a screen. Vassell's shot is good. So it's Atlanta now. Here's Stockton. Stolen by Vassell. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Atlanta on top, up 10. And coming up as soon as we return from break.
60.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Russell. Vassell outside. The three. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Murray, no good. Oh, he picked him clean. To the wing, right side. Beyond the arc. Gets the three ball to go. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
His playmaking is trending in the right direction. Vassell has shown steady growth in that area.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. To the middle. Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Vassell with it. From deep. And it's Battier with a rebound.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Pass to Gordon. Another three for Atlanta.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Wade. Pass to Harper. This one for three. The rebound by Murray.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Here's Stockton. Now here's Looney. Takes a 13-footer. And they get it back.
Big offensive board. They can milk that clock even more now.
6 to shoot. Here's the three. Harper pulls it in.
and they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
Outside Murray. Inside. Here's Looney. And Looney with the slam.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
76ers trail by 16. Down low. Here's Mobley. The rebound by Atlanta. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Pass to Gordon. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's his first foul of the game.
Remember, they had 0 turnovers at the half. It's been a very different story so far since the break.
So it's Philadelphia now. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Wade misses.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
And the NBA moving to a 2-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Grant?
You know, B.A., a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up.
Here's Stockton. Outside Murray. Back to Looney. Pass to Battier. Here's Gordon. Three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
McDaniels from long range. Here's Wade. Oh, a big-time jam! Slams it right over Gordon.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Here's Stockton. And he lobs it up. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. 3-on-3. Here's Wade. Driving in. Oh, can't throw down the reverse jam. Here's Stockton. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul.
The first one falls.
They're really shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're holding a late lead.
76ers trail by 15. Outside McDaniels. Now Embiid. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor. Here's Stockton. Pass to Levine. Looking to get it going. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Hawks lead by 15.
Over the course of his career, Levine has grown into just an absolute lethal shooter. And the mid-range, that's a huge part of it.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team.
Everyone, your Sixers ENT.
making a change here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And now let's check in to see how Devin Vassell's doing.
Hey, guys, I spoke to the head athletic trainer for Philadelphia. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while. Any injury is the last thing you want this early in the year. A bad break for them, Brian.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Graham.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
And so it's Levine with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Outside Barnes. Left side Levine. Back to Barnes. Pass to Rodman. Outside Barnes. Shoots over Mobley. Barnes, no good. 76ers trail by 12. And Mobley throws it down. That gives him a double-double.
Making himself available. A little hustle. Good positioning makes Mobley the option on the fast break.
Now here's Levine. The muscle inside from Levine. Wow.
What determination from Levine. Finding his finish despite the contact.
Here's Wade. Screen by Embiid. Lets it fly from 18. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Coming up to the floor for your Sixer, number 12, Kevin.
Philadelphia on D. It's a 10-point game. And here's Levine. Pass to Barnes. Joel Embiid with the board. Here's Mobley. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Levine for three. Wow, what a shot by Levine.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
It's stolen by Barnes. Fires the three. Here's Rodman. Okay, look out.
Man.
Wow. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wade. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
And that one misses. The Hawks lead by 13. Knocked loose. Embiid can't hit.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Levine's got 10 points here in the second half.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Hawks.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Zach LaVine.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
And Atlanta has possession. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. 23 seconds left in the fourth. 5 on the clock. Cunningham with the ball. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Philadelphia ball.
Here's Wade. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It wasn't enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about wraps it up.